Our customers, they go to proof of concept, sometimes on their own. They test things out because, there are tools out there, services that makes it not so hard, but they very often just get stuck in that proof of concept stage. And there's a bunch of projects that never go anywhere because they were missing ingredients, because they were not going in the right direction. What is it that, Marvin, you would recommend a customer today when they have this great idea of leveraging AI, merging data, and making the most out of all of that to not end up in that graveyard of proof of concept projects?
I mean, look, when we were in the year 2000, they said, everything has to have an ROI of 3 months, right? But that was hallucinations. And the truth was a lot of this technology took a long time to move. I was working in a factory and we went from linear production to cellular manufacturing and moved to Kanban. We went from somebody at the beginning of the line putting a bad part in something that got all the way to the end of the line, and then somebody discovered the whole thing was bad and they'd already spent money on everything making it bad. Whereas each cell is saying, this is a problem. I'm going to stop the line now and I'm going to fix this so that I don't end up producing more bad all the way down with more money involved in that. I saw this in the cybersecurity space. People would go to the name your big show, come back with a shiny object, half implement that, and companies ended up being system integrators, not cybersecurity operators. They had 40 different products that are all shifting at different times with different purchasing. Why wouldn't you just buy a car, figure out what works about that car, and then decide how you're going to modify it after? It's clear that there's going to be more agents that are on people, and how do we manage them? How do we make sure that context, how do we know their behavior is acting the right way? So what I'm saying is start going through the spiral, figure out what you need next, do the next spiral, and prove as you go through that you have and can achieve your ROI, and then say, now what do we need to do?
Marvin, if I understand correctly, we are talking about keep an eye on the ROI, what you're really trying to achieve. Start small, iterate, and never leave security for later. Adam, what's your take here?
I agree. The bit that I want to add here too is when you are looking for a project with a new set of technology that you haven't yet touched, look for projects that are simple with a very clear value that you can attach to them, that when you implement, you can replicate into 100 other places. So even if you're the most brilliant and solve the best, most complex problem in your factory, this is one place you solved it for. Not only you're probably not going to be successful with it because it's difficult to take the learnings forward, but you also are not going to teach others of how to do it. So find problems that you can replicate. The same issue, this hopefully simpler issue that you can solve many times over and help others. That's what's going to give you scale.